The hundreds of dwarfs that call this mountain home need thousands of gallons of water to slake their thirst. These aquifers were built to redirect snowmelt from the mountain's peak. As the ice turns to water, it drains down hidden tunnels into the halls below. Unfortunately, smaller monsters find their way in through these channels, but they are more of a nuisance than a danger. Without sunlight, there is little plant life in the Underdark. Instead, mushroom forests like this one sprout from decomposing material. Creatures come to feed on these mushrooms, and those creatures are eaten by predators, and then new mushrooms grow from what is left over. They are not too different from forests on the surface in that regard. Just don't try to eat them, is all.
Finally. Was wondering when you'd show up. Are you ready for this?
Did you learn anything more? Did you see the dragon?
Not much, and no. Just got a better lay of the land, really. If it wasn't for the occasional group of white ones popping out and skittering about, I'd think this place was deserted. Still, we have enough information for a plan of attack, if you're ready.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Nervous? Yeah, can't say as I blame you, kid. If I'm being honest, I'm ready to puke. Just too many things we don't know, but we work with what we've got. To help make sure that you don't have to deal with too many bad guys inside, my squad and I will cause a distraction and draw as many enemies as we can into a battle outside. We chose a good spot to attack from, but we don't know how many are in there, so be quick. Doesn't matter how good we are, if we get swarmed, it's over. So, you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, let us go first then. Once you hear us starting to fight, you go to that side entrance over there. Good luck.
This is a little too familiar. Cave, the star spawn, and again I cannot fight. No. This is different. This is not what happened last time. We are not the victim. We are the hunter. We are the hunter.
We've got this. Just bear with it. This will be over soon. What are you doing? I did everything you asked. I cleaned.
Yes, it's someone else. It's someone
What
else.
more do you want from me?
Contra,
What is
away.
that?
Get us
Stop,
away from
please.
here.
An exchange. A sleeper to awaken. For the awake to enter the dream.
you're here to help us, right? You're not like the rest of them. The ones in the robes, or those things with them who... No, never mind, just help me out of here. Help me out of here, please, get me out.
How many other prisoners have you met? Have you met any from a village called Noshkel?
Maybe? I don't know. People come and go so often and the cultists don't like us talking to each other.
Have you seen a dragon here?
The dragon? Yes, it doesn't look healthy, like it has a fungus growing out of it. Some of us, the captives they took, we've had to feed and clean up after it sometimes. Sometimes it would just decide to eat someone. Simply snap up a random person and chase them down if they tried to run.
Where is it?
It's up on a cliff way above the rest of the cavern. But the only way you can get there without flying is through a portal that the people in robes use. It's deep in these ruins.
I'm not letting you out until you answer some questions. Who are you? What are you doing here?
My name's Sensor. I was a merchant before these people kidnapped me and my family. We've been working for them, doing manual labor, but they took me aside without saying why and trapped me in here. I could hear other people screaming though. I thought maybe I was next.
I'll get you out of here.
It takes a few hits, but eventually you manage to bend and then snap away the padlock holding the door shut, sending the ruined metal clattering to the ground.
Thank you. Please, I just have to ask one more favor. My family is still being held with the rest of the prisoners. I know how to open the door and can let them out if you'll just watch my back.
Oh, thank Helm that you... Sensor! What are you doing here? I'd given you up for dead.
For a while I had to. Give me a moment to open this. There. My precking Celia's guest. He's still here.
Katra, is that you?
Neri?
What are you doing here? We had all thought that the cultists had already killed you, or that maybe you had gotten away. Why are you here? How are you here? And what's all this new equipment?
It's a long story, one we don't have time for. What happened after I left the village? I came back and everything was aflame.
A few hours after you went to find Vair, the people who control this place appeared, accompanied by, well, Vair, though he looked sick. They threatened to torch the village if we didn't cooperate. They rounded all of us up, searching us and our houses. They were looking for some coin, though none of us knew what they meant. We tried to give them money, but they didn't want any. Instead, they took what little they wanted, bound us up, and then the dragon appeared. I thought it might have been Vair, but I've never seen him so close, and he looked... wrong. Sick.
Oh no. I was afraid of this. What they would make my body do.
When these people were done with us, we had to watch as the dragon flew into the sky and breathed fire over all our homes. It was horrifying, seeing all that we had worked and lived for burning. I don't know how we'll rebuild, even if we get out of here.
What have they been doing with the people they kidnap?
Mostly they use us for labor. Cooking, cleaning, mining, building, anything that needs doing. However, they barely feed us, and once someone starts to weaken too much, the cultists take them away and we often never see them again. The fear of whatever befalls those who disappear keeps the rest of us working until we're too tired to lift our own arms.
If you were to escape, do you think you would be able to find your way to the surface?
Not in a million years. None of us are from these tunnels. We would be lost and die down here as surely as if we were dropped into the middle of the ocean.
Right. You'll have to wait inside for me then. I came with a group of dwarves and elves, but they're fighting now and can't look after you. Once I'm done, though, we can all flee together.
I hope you're right. We have old and sick people here. We cannot move quickly, so you had best come up with a plan.
Have you seen the dragon? Do you know where it is?
Yes, they live on a ledge high up in this cavern. The only way there is through a portal that the cultists have to activate every time they want to pass through. They never let us see how it works, though. Katra, I'd always heard that dragons were wise creatures, even if some were evil, but this one seems insane. It's irrational, destructive, and yet it watches us with such intelligent eyes.
Also, Nuri, where are my parents? Are they still alive?
They were taken away some weeks ago and never came back. I don't know what happened to them, but, well, Katra, the people who are taken away never come back.
They could still come back, provided that you are willing to cooperate.
What have you done with my parents?
Your parents are alive. When my kin found you in the frozen north, we would have offered to trade them for you, had our messenger not been killed by one of the short, hairy ones first. We have no more use for you now, but you are disrupting our plan. Instead, we will release them and the rest of your village if you leave immediately. If you do not, though, I will send these enlightened ones to remove them from your world while I destroy you here. So, you and your friends and family leave us in peace, or you attempt some silly rescue and condemn your parents.
Katra, do not even think about leaving yet.
They have my parents, though. Do you remember what happened when we last met this person? We were thrown from a tower. Getting everyone out without a fight could save all of our lives.
Not mine. We cannot be sure that your parents are even still alive, Katra, but we know that they have my body.
Your body? That's all you can think about? They have my family and my village. You're being selfish.
And you're not thinking clearly. There is no reason for this creature to uphold their end of the bargain. He wants us gone because we can do damage here. They will continue to come after us until they get what they want.
No matter how you turn over their words in your mind, you are unable to read into this creature's intentions.
Fine. I accept. Bring my parents back and let all of us leave.
A wise choice. There has been enough fighting already. I will even allow those surviving warriors you brought from Mithril Hall to leave unharmed, as a gesture of goodwill.
Katra!
You're alive.
Good. Now you are all to leave. Go. Sentimentality. Such a strange concept. Being attached to something. A useful tool for us, though. Now you have made our job just that much easier. may be delayed for a time if this has already passed. Or has it yet to? Time here is annoying. You will come for the greater rot, I see. Our time for the worms is not yet right, and my master does not mind delays in the course of his eternity. But the swarm is impatient. They are eager to show you the waking world beyond this dream. They still yearn to eat your eyes so that you can see the truth of the universe.
The monster has stopped caring if we understand it, I think.
I see that you come for the greater art. Yes. Yes, I will enjoy that struggle.
That thing. I always knew something was wrong about them, but that... I thought it was human at first, but... You need to lead us out of here right now. I will organize the prisoners, and you will show us the way.
No, not yet.
Excuse me?
I have to do something here first. I made a promise, and I think fulfilling it will also keep those monsters from ever hurting people again. Besides, there's a battle in the cavern, and the soldiers on our side can't protect you until it's done.
But we have to... Very well. I will organize us as best I can and find a place to hide or barricade ourselves that isn't... this. We'll see if we can find any other captives while we're at it. You just make sure to come back alive and come back quickly. You hear me?
That's the plan, yeah.
Now, finally, after all this time, we have defeated that creature in the robes, and now I can be free again.
Yeah, almost there. You ready for this?
No, I'm sick, terrified, and furious, but I want this done already.
That makes the two of us, including the sick part.
Good luck.
Thanks.
I had hoped not to trouble my lord with such blind, foolish meat as yourself. But if one of us cannot fulfill our master's desire, then the other must. Once you have been eaten and your flesh given to our master, once both of your souls have been expended, you will see our truth and join us.
Now, Contra, use the rod now!
Vaya, are you okay?
Contra.
Vaya, it's over. We did it. I can still feel you, though. Can you hear me?
Contra. We are still connected, but not. Yes. I feel so.
That was an entertaining stumbling block. A curious and enjoyable show. I will not stop you. It is clear that this attempt to bring my world's enlightenment to your limited minds has been rejected and foiled. However, I would give you a parting gift. If anything, just so that there is still something left for when my master and my greater self finally step out of your kind's dreams and into this reality.
Are you okay?
Yes, an interesting dream for sure.
What's happening? I can still feel you, but all I feel is fear and pain. Where are you? Contra! Oh, thank all the divines, you're safe!
My child. I thought that you were... I feared the worst. I can't believe that you...
Are you hurt? What do we have to do? Your father's a bit of a wreck seeing you again, and I can't say I blame him, but we can manage whatever you need of us. I'm sorry, but I think my friend is really hurt. I have to find him. Just have everyone follow me.
There you are. That was one of the most harrowing fights I've ever endured. Worthy of a song, and you should have seen how many of those wretches we cut down. But I never want to do that again. I'm considering an early retirement after that. Sorry. I saw the dragon run by. It didn't see us, and I wasn't sure if it was friendly or still under the cult's control. So, we decided to wait and see if you could explain things.
It's Vair, but something's wrong. He's hurting. Did you see where he went?
Aye, he's right outside. Just be careful.
Vair, what happened? Talk to me. What can I do for... Come on, wake up. Where? Easy. It's okay, honey. Where? You're with us. You're safe. The demons! Where are the demons? Shh. There are no demons. It's just us. You're okay. I saw them. I saw... Oh, my head. I can't. Vair. What happened to him?
I am here again.
What was that? What did we just see? Why are you not in your body?
The creature of worms forced that vision into my mind. It was maddening, agonizing. I did not mean to return to your mind and expose you in the first place. It simply happened. I do not know why. I am sorry.
It's okay. It still hurts. What was that we saw? I can remember it, but it doesn't make sense, and it hurts to think about, to remember.
Yes. We felt and saw the same thing. I can only make out parts. The beginning is difficult to interpret. It seemed like nonsense to me. However, the last scene, that was a vision of Demogorgon, Prince of Demons, the very embodiment of chaos. He wants nothing more than to drag all of creation into the infinite, tumultuous depths of the abyss.
What does he have to do with anything?
Even if you could not understand the message, I could. I could feel it in my bones, at least for the brief time that I had any. Demogorgon is coming, and he will bring his swarms of howling, ravening demons with him.
So we're going to see more of what we saw in Revel's End.
Yes, but immeasurably worse.
That's hard to imagine. Demon Prince. I don't... What can you tell me?
Not much. He has come to the material plane at least twice. The first time, he was imprisoned here for decades by an order of holy warriors, preventing him from ruling his domain and plotting against us. The second time, he appeared in Menzoberranzan, along with several other demon princes, and their battle nearly destroyed the Drow city. Menzoberranzan is protected by Lolth, and teeming with some of the strongest fighters and spellcasters in all of Faerun. You can imagine what Demogorgon could do to the surface world and its less protected cities.
It would be a massacre.
Yes, to say the least. Aside from that, he is also known to spread madness like a disease. The survivors of his attacks, if any, would be broken men and women who could prove as dangerous to others as themselves.
That's not exactly good news. Okay, one thing at a time. We need to get going before something attacks us in these tunnels. Can you go back into your body if we use the rod again?
Maybe, but I fear that the vision will return. Even if it does not, I felt that my brain ached and was ready to split from what I had seen. I worry that even if I can endure the pain, being in my own body for too long will drive me mad.
Okay, that's a problem. I can't move your body on my own. None of us can. And I can't just leave you here in the Underdark.
Use the rod, then. I will stay in my body for as long as I can stand it before I come back into yours. As much as I hate to admit it, I do not think that I can survive in my own flesh. You will have to move me a small distance at a time.
Okay, then. This is going to take a long time. He can only move for a little while before he needs to rest. Can you still escort all of us out of these tunnels and back to Mithril Hall?
It's an inconvenience, no doubt about that. But I'm more worried about being stuck and exposed down here. Still, if it's the only way to get the dragon back up, then my squad and I still have a mission to fulfill. We'll watch your backs.
Okay, thanks. All right then. Let's get started.
Never in all my days did I think to see a dragon in Mithril Hall. Not after what Shimmergloom did to this place. Inviting one to stay with us, though. Preposterous. Yeah, here we are. Fengir tells me that even though the body is healed, every time Vair attempts to re-enter his body, while the vision is still fresh in both his brain and soul, it causes the brain itself to start tearing apart. Fengir, what do you propose to fix this?
Unfortunately, there is no quick solution. Should we wipe the memory from the dragon's brain, his soul still remembers. The soul would reintroduce the vision to the brain, and we would be in the same place we started. The best we can do is to fortify the mind so that the brain will be strong enough to endure the information when the soul returns. Honestly, this is a fascinating opportunity to investigate how we might strengthen our minds and perhaps accept eldritch knowledge that...
Thank you, Fengir, that's enough. We'll talk about this more over dinner once our work is done. That means this will take some time. Now, according to you two, how long until Demogorgon arrives?
We aren't sure. We think it's pretty soon, but we can't be sure how soon.
And what other proof do you have that they will indeed appear?
We...
Actually, Tordek, the priests, wizards, and I already ran tests and managed a bit of divination. As distressing as this is to admit, what Katra describes is very possible. Maybe even likely.
Well then, in that case we will need a plan, and soon. Most of all though, we need information. Our priests and clerics here can only tell us so much, and I question how useful their often biased insights will be in the first place.
Hey!
Well, if it is information we need...
We know someone who might be able to help. I've been meaning to contact him about this anyhow. We can talk to him right away.
Good. While you're doing that, I will see what I can do about improving our defenses against demons, of all things. I never should have wished that this job was more interesting. Let Fengir listen in on the conversation if you can. He will be able to add more than I.